Every millisecond you hesitate can cost you money. Meanwhile, top-tier firms are quietly trimming 3 to 5 basis points off every trade by using a hidden language that flies under the radar. Today, we're diving into that language, FIX, and exploring how you can leverage it for a serious edge. Stick around, and I'll share the exact filter elite desks use to determine in under 2 microseconds whether an order is a winner or a loser. Before FIX, brokers had their own jargons. A single buy order could need 5 different formats, 5 separate tech teams, and 5 rounds of reconciliation. All that friction showed up in your fill price as a hidden tax, pennies here, basis points there, adding up to thousands each month. FIX swapped out that chaotic mess for a streamlined system. Ditch the dialects, ditch the tax. Just that switch can save you about 2 cents per share on a 100-share order. Do that 1,000 times a week, and you've covered a junior analyst's salary. At its core, FIX is just text over TCP. Picture an email subject line saying, "I want 500 AAPL at market. Send me back what you got." That's message type D, tag 35 =sign D. The response, 35 =sign 8, gives you the average fill, the venue, the commission, and even the SEC CIK of the counterparty. Nothing proprietary, nothing secret once you know the tags. What sets the pros apart is their ability to read these messages in real time and act before the retail GUI updates. Sure, FIX can zip through kernel bypass network cards and achieve sub-microsecond round trips, but raw speed without filtering is just noise. The real advantage lies in the risk layer you add on top. By using tag 1117, you can tell your broker to conduct a pre-trade limit check. Tag 21020 lets you cap short side exposure by sector. If either check fails, the order gets canceled before it even leaves your system. That's how you navigate the open when news hits the tape. You're not just quicker than news, you're smarter about filtering out the bad trades. First, streamline your connectivity. One FIX session to an aggregator that connects to 10 venues means you only need 1 tech headcount, not 10. Second, use tag 8510 to request net commission reporting. Brokers dislike it because it reveals their markup, but you'll see blended rates drop by 0.3 to 0.5 basis points within the quarter. Lastly, negotiate session uptime penalties. Include a clause stating that every minute of downtime costs them $5,000. Suddenly, those 3 AM re-auth requests disappear. With FIX 4.4, we got tag 847 order capacity. Set it to A for agency and P for principal. Algorithms read that flag and auto-hedge principal flow in the dark pool before it lights up. Translation? You capture the spread instead of paying it. Another handy tag is 10945 short marking, which ensures reg show compliance automatically. Miss that, and your fails to deliver could pop up on regshow.net, free alpha for the sharks. Since every tag is numbered, you can compare yesterday's messages with today's and pinpoint exactly when a broker changed their commission or when a venue adjusted the rebate. That audit trail is a powerful tool. I once saw a hedge fund use timestamp evidence to confront an ETF desk about rebate cuts. They got a 7-figure refund the next morning. Without FIX, that proof would have been buried in a PDF somewhere, unread. Set up an open-source engine like QuickFIX or CoralFix and send the logs to Grafana. Create alerts for tag 35 =3 reject. A sudden uptick means either your logic is off or the venue has silently changed specs. Catch these issues in minutes, not days. 1 reject per 10,000 messages might sound minor, but on a 1,000,000-share order, that's 100 clips that never filled. Enough slippage to wipe out a month's alpha. FIX 5.0 SP2 introduced asset class agnostic tags. You can trade crypto, FX, or carbon credits through the same parser. This means 1 backtest engine, 1 risk book, 1 settlement feed. A London prop firm I advise used this flexibility to switch from cash equities to power futures in just 3 days when volatility spiked after Ukraine. They kept their margins intact because they reused tags instead of rebuilding tech. Download QuickFIX, compile the C++ example, and tweak 1 line. Set sender comp ID to your name. Point it to a demo broker. Many offer free test credentials. Send a single 35 =sign D for 10 shares of SPY. When you receive the 35 =sign 8 response, you'll have connected to the same wire that Citadel uses. Keep iterating. Add tags, 18 equals sign 3 for immediate or cancel, and 110 equals sign 0.01 for a max fee cap. Watch how your fills change. Congrats, you just ran your first controlled micro experiment. While you're at it, hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's breakdown of how the same protocol applies to DeFi routing on Solana. Never hard-code tag order. Brokers roll out new fields every month. Your parser will struggle. Always use a length dictionary. Don't rely on sequence numbers for P&L. A resend request can duplicate 35 equals sign 8 messages. If you double count, your Sharpe ratio halves. And don't overlook session time. A Tokyo session left open into New York rollover once cost me $40K in stale quotes that got hit during a Fed minute. Map your strategy into 3 FIX layers: pre-trade risk, execution path, and post-trade feed. Automate pre-trade checks with tags 1117 and 21020. Optimize your execution path by multiplexing over one session and using 8,510 to squeeze commission bips. Audit your feed nightly. Those deltas become your negotiation ammo for tomorrow. By doing this, you can transform a mundane pipe into a profit center. Last year, the desk I mentor saved $1.2 million off a $400 million book just by running this loop. Same strategy, same markets, better fix hygiene. The market doesn't reward the loudest voice. It rewards the cleanest data and the quickest no. Fix gives you both. Learn the tags, set up the filters, and monitor in real time so you stop giving away your edge. Start tonight. Run that 10-share test, grab the cheat sheet, and join the select few who actually speak the language of the pros. See you next time.